Your colleague, who's a Tea Party freshman, Scott Riggle, he had a really great idea. He said that there should be a lifetime lobbying ban on former members of Congress so that they don't pass through the revolving door and just become lobbyists and shell out that taxpayer money to every special interest. Do you think that's a good idea? Would you be willing to endorse that idea? Or
I have to look at it.
Would you be willing to endorse the idea that members of Congress shouldn't become lobbyists, though? Would you personally want to become
It's not a complex idea.
I'd have to weigh the pros and cons. It's the first I've ever heard of it.
You've never heard of the revolving door?
Yes.
You've never thought of it or encountered these lawmakers turned lobbyists?
All the time.
And do you think it's a problem? It's a corrupting influence on American public policy?
There are bad ones out there, just like every other walk of life.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. Your colleague in the freshman class, Scott Riggle.
Yes, Scotty?
He just called last week for a lifetime ban on lobbying for members of Congress. Will you join him in that ban?
You know what? I don't even know what the ban is.
Ban on becoming a lobbyist or retiring lawmaker.
Let me do this. Let me get this done. I don't
We're here
know.
to do this.
We'll be happy to talk to you after about money and politics. And your colleague, Congressman Riggle, had a great idea. He said that members of Congress should have a voluntary lifetime ban on becoming lobbyists, meaning they shouldn't leave office and become lobbyists. What do you think about this great Tea Party idea?
I don't know anything about it, so I can't comment.
No, but what do you think about members of Congress simply deciding not to become lobbyists after they leave office and raking in all that, that money from K Street firms to give taxpayer money to one special interest or another?
I can't comment on it because I don't know. I never comment about any legislation.
It's not a legislation.
It's just a personal promise not to become a lobbyist.
An ethical commitment, just public service, you could say.
I'm not going to comment. Thank you.
Colleague Congressman Scott Riggle last week called for a lifetime ban on lobbying for lawmakers as they, retire. What do you think about that? Is that something you could get behind?
I don't know anything. I'm not really that familiar with it. I have to see what he said, so I really don't know.
The revolving door is a big problem. A lot of folks will serve in public office and then take that time as, to sell inside information or to sell access.
Yeah. Well, do you personally would you commit to not becoming a lobbyist after you leave office?